Hello. Stay a while and listen. Listen to the tale of Joker. And I will tell you about the day when I first made a friend here in this cold and unforgiving land of Skyrim. Finally, a town. I've had enough of the road, even though I am a Khajiit. My body thirsts for an actual bed to lay my body down. Come, puppet. This Riverwood is a very unassuming and anonymous town. One could simply disappear into this place, vanish into one of the hovels, and just be content. Joker thinks that perhaps if he wanted to, he could just make a home here and perhaps be happy. But Joker did not come to Skyrim to be happy. I am not looking for a new home in Skyrim. As far as I'm concerned, my home is still in elsewhere, and it is lost to me forever. I'd much rather mourn the loss of my home than to create a new one, an illusion of ownership, because I know I will never be welcome here. This is the land of the Nords, and Khajiit will always be an outsider. This Joker knows is true. But it is all right. Joker has no desire to live surrounded by such smelly barbarians. All he needs is to find his destiny here in this wasteland of snow and ice. Anyway, the first of the dragon claws that he has been tasked to find has unfortunately eluded Joker for the time being. I had heard that it was located inside the merchant shop here in this town, but that it had been stolen recently. The thief was a Dunma named Arvel the Swift. He was swifter than Joker in this instance, I have to admit. And apparently this thief has taken the claw to a ruin nearby and has fortified himself inside with a sizable band of followers. Joker will need a bit of help to recover the claw from this Dunma, but he has no coin to spend on mercenaries. Joker needs an ally who will follow him into battle, someone of exceptional skill, and someone who will follow him for the thrill of battle alone, and not for payment. Joker believes that such individuals exist, perhaps here in this inn, in fact. smells of this place assault my nose. But yes, I can pick up his scent. A person who has bathed in so much blood, he can only be a warrior. Not this one. That one has more alcohol in his body than blood. And you... Ha! A beardless youth. Worthless. No doubt he has slain 1,000 dragons. In his dreams. But wait. You, Redguard. It is you, isn't it?
You in need of a companion, friend? Well, then you're in luck. I reckon I've killed more men than there are minutes in a day.
Then Joker thinks that you need to pick up the pace. I've killed that many just this week.
When do you find time to eat? Can't kill bandits on an empty stomach. Well, you could, but I wouldn't.
Pray tell, how have you managed to kill so many men?
It's all in the hips, friend. Killing a bandit is like making love to a maiden. It only takes a second, and there's no shortage of blood.
There's also an inordinate amount of grunting involved.
And their pain is
I like you, Redguard, and I think that you are what I need. Follow me, and I will lead you to battle.
Let's go.
This must have been ordained by the gods and the moons themselves to find such a warrior here in this nothing town.
Just remember, everything's
However,
better bloody.
A warrior needs to have better gear than what you have, my friend. Fortunately, my recent activities have given me a selection of equipment from which we can outfit you properly. Yeah. Steel will always be better than iron, and we can give you a proper helm. And the great sword that I'm giving you, the Great Rider's Blade, is far better than what you had. Yes. And I promise you that Joker will be fair. He will feed you and keep you satisfied with both food and blood, so long as you serve him loyally. This Joker promises. For Joker is many things, but he is not a cheat or a traitor. That seems satisfactory for our needs. There. You are 10 times more formidable.
Let's go.
I now have my warrior. Perhaps you and the puppet could get to know each other better. You will be working with each other, after all. I dare say, Mr. Gorr, you will find her not too talkative. Come. It is quite late. I think that we should use this time to rest and refresh ourselves. But tomorrow we will go to the mountain nearby to face a test that will push us to our limits and beyond. Tomorrow, then. Yes. We have fed on breakfast and refreshed ourselves from the night with a night's rest at the inn. Of course, what would greet us in this miserable morning is a sorry torrent of rain. Skyrim has no shortage of trials to throw in Joker's way, it seems. But I will persevere. In fact, I'd be disappointed if Skyrim did not throw something unfortunate my way every so often. Like this mangy car.
They say Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Mostly Nords say it. But I say it belongs to whoever has the biggest hammer.
In my opinion, my friend, it's the one who has the most hammers or the most blades in his service. That is, after all, why the Nords are the dominant species in this place. They are the most numerous, and that's why they are in authority. But mark Joker's words. Someday, Khajiit, Redguard, Orsimer, Mer, and, well, perhaps even Imperial, will get better here in Skyrim. Joker will work for that day. But for now, he'll be content with chasing after the dragon claws. All right. As that Valerius woman said, here is the old watchtower. All right. We see a bandit. 2 bandits at least. Let's throw in some fury. Perfect. Nothing like a bit of anger and hatred against one's fellow men to spice things up. Mr. Gorr, please do your job. Oh, that's the way to treat a lady, my friend. Especially a lady who can chop you in half without a second thought. Yeah. Primarily because she has no second thoughts. All she has is the thinking to kill. What? It's over? Oh, that was quick. Joker is disappointed. Perhaps this will go easier than he thought. At the very least, these bandits will provide Joker and his allies with proper gear for this cold weather. Truly, this is the most miserable thing about Skyrim, the damn cold. Even through his fur, Joker can feel its touch, desperately trying to reach his heart with its cold fingers. We'll need a second layer of fur to protect ourselves. Hopefully these bandits will have such cloaks and furs for our use. Nice of them to light a fire for us at least. Mr. Gorr, make yourself at home for now. I'll be doing a little bit of exploring. Joker is sure there is no one left here inside the tower. Otherwise, they'd have rushed out to meet us. Hello? Just as I suspected. It pains Joker to have to look through trash and garbage, but at this point every little scrap is useful. Cannot afford to pass any opportunity up. We are, after all, survivors. Yes. Well, I think that we've wrung out every bit of juice from this rotten fruit, my friends. It is time to continue. The main ruin should be nearby. We just need to follow the smell of the bandits. And they smell so strongly. Nice. And a crossbow. Oh, it is fortunate that we did not have to feel the sting of his bolts. He did not have a chance. Without armor, Joker is very easy prey to these quarrels, these crossbow bolts. My dear puppet. Sleep for a while. And allow me to arm you with a better weapon. Yes, one of the crossbows. Let me take your hunting bow, just in case you are dense enough to go back to it. Now. Arise, my dear puppet. Think you are better off with that bow, my friend. Joker will keep the last crossbow. I have to admit, the School of Illusion has limited spells for use with dealing damage from afar. Joker will need such abilities and weapons in time.
What are we going to kill today? Bandits? Forsworn, Imperial, Stormcloaks. So many choices. So hard to choose.
We will just kill them as they arrive, my friend. Ah. So this is Bleak Falls Sparrow then. Ah. Nah, I've seen bigger and more impressive. Elsewhere, there are ruined cities and forgotten temples so large they make this place look like an outhouse. Joker swears this too. Ah, there's one of them. Let us start the game. Wait, my friend. Do not let your enthusiasm get the better of you. Allow the chaos to run its course, and let them come to us. Yeah, here they come. Let them come. Let them expend energy coming to us. There, perfect. Wounds have surely guided my aim with that spell. Kill yourselves. Now. They have seen us. It seems that we'll have to join into battle now. Have some fear. A warrior consumed by fear is worthless. You with the crossbow, fear me. Ha! Ha! Things are going perfectly, Joker thinks. They are falling like flies. It seems that Arvel's army is an army of lambs. No match for the trio of wolves that have come to feast on their bones. Ah, a mage, die! Die! Damn you! One must not become overconfident. One arrow can kill us. Perhaps someday, Joker may consider wearing armor. But for now, he'd much rather be able to move with the fistment of the wind. Is there one left? There, top the ruin. Fear us! Fear us, you damn thief! Ha! Ah. Ah. It is over. And as usual, only we are left standing. Good work, my friend. Joker has to admit, he did not expect that many to come flooding out of the temple. Oh. For a second there, he thought that perhaps the moons had forsaken us. But it has indeed smiled upon us on this day. Ah. There's a crossbow. What we cannot use, we can sell. We will need that coin. Joker has to admit, we did make a big mess today. Such fine work. There is something to the saying that quantity will always be defeated by quality. This day has proven that yet again. Finally, we have good cloaks to use among us. One for me and one for Mr. Gorr. I don't think my puppet needs any such things. She is quite oblivious to the cold. However, perhaps I'll give them one, even if only for appearances. Well, she's actually taken one already. Well. There is nothing more satisfying than to look upon a battlefield littered with the bodies of your enemies' corpses. There's a tranquil pleasantness to it. Come, my friends. The cold is finally getting to me. We need to get inside the ruin as quickly as possible. Yes, the archer. What do you have?
People get tired of hearing it. But in the arena, you take one battle at a time. Same goes for ruins like this. Too big to think too far ahead.
I think that it is always prudent to take things as they come, but to plan ahead, my friend. That is the mark of a strategist, and someone who has a plan. Which is always better than just to forge ahead with no plan at all. Very nice of them to have a fire here. Joker is beginning to freeze solid. Damnable cold, indeed. I have given Mr. Gorr the best armor from the fallen, and I think that he is now even more formidable.
Just remember, everything's
Preferably
better
everything except Joker, though. Come. Oh. Seems that my puppet has gone to sleep again. I'll have to reawaken her later. Casting the reanimation will most assuredly alarm these bandits. But Joker thinks he and Mr. Gorr will be able to take care of them. Only two, it seems. Perhaps these two are the leaders below Arvel. Let's test their friendship then. Nobody here, my dear. Just you and your hatred. Apparently, the female proved the stronger. Well, That's usually the case, even in elsewhere. I would have liked to have a strong warrior woman like this on my side. But I already have the puppet. Ah, hello, my dear. Time to go to sleep. Still alive, I think. But she won't awaken for at least a couple of days. Come, my friend. Oh. An axe will always be useful, though not for a battle. Relax for a while, my friend. Jokir will attend to some things. Seems that these bandits lost some of their number to the Skivers. They truly are just a weak bunch of nobodies.
Wasn't right. Wasn't fair.
Wear your lantern in front, my friend. Much better.
All right, then.
This ruin, it's a Nordic tomb. From what Jokir knows of Nordic tombs, there will be catacombs beneath. Perhaps that is where the true secrets of this place will be found. And perhaps we'll be able to unlock these with the claw. I am sure that this Dunmer Arvel the Swift knows this. That's why he is here. Perhaps there will be a use for Jokir to keep him alive. At least long enough to get any information. We'll see. Think it will be good to have a travel lantern myself. Even my night eye fumbles in this darkness. Jokir thinks that having a spell to open chests is a nice little luxury. But I must always practice my fingers. It is a good thing to have. But Jokir has always been fortunate to have talented fingers. Sleight of hand is a magician's trick. We are now stronger, it seems. I need more power if I am to fulfill my destiny. I do not believe that I will master conjuration to any degree, but it is useful. When Jokir came to Skyrim, he was already an expert, or well-versed in illusion. It is a school very given to finesse. Not the most easy thing to use, Joker has to admit. But that is the card that he has been dealt with. He has never had a use for destruction magic. It is just not Joker. But then we will have to find our own ways to deal with enemies from afar. Because Illusion's strength is not in causing pain or damage, but in clouding minds and manipulating thoughts. And unfortunately, not every enemy has a mind or thoughts. But, as Mr. Gorr quite eloquently said, we will deal with this as it comes. I believe that when the time comes, we will have the power to do whatever needs to be done. For now, though, we will become more powerful in little increments. Well then, come my friends. Our path is clear, and it goes ever downward into the depths.